Chill. Yeah. M16.
This is unbelievable.
Brr. Weazel. You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on they P's and they Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on they P's and Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. Hey. Shout out to my boss, Baron. You know that man make it happen. He got our foot up in the damn door, and now the whole team taking action. We got pictures on whether you can chat with cheddar. Hit me for your music needs, who gon' do it better? And you can catch Travis on a rash report, or catch me going live with the facts from the source. Ari is a newswoman, plus you with the force. Man, the whole Weazel staff, we on top, check the score. Editors, producers all going hard. Don't make us pull up with them cameras in your front yard. Weazel.
What is going on, everybody? All you turtles, squirrels, men and women out there, welcome to Weazel News. We are your anchors, Sky Davis, Tiffany Tulips, and the invisible Dick Dastardly.
I'm behind the cameras, I'm not invisible. Come on, don't tell me the story.
Are you sure? I mean, we like a little cloak.
I'm sure you didn't find that, invisibility cloak I've heard so much about?
I think he did. Like, one of the Harry Potters Potter ones. Wow. Harry Potter.
Oh, it's just a Monday.
Oh, Lordy.
It is a Monday.
It is a Monday. And thank you, everybody, for bearing with us and joining this on this Monday. Wow. I'm going to stop talking now. Lord have mercy. I can't talk on Sundays, can't talk on Mondays, you know. I can't talk on anything that ends with Y, apparently. But, yeah, we're gonna...
That's all of us when we're on Weazel News, to be fair.
It absolutely is. But we've had quite the week, and, a lot has gone down. A lot of new faces have come into the city. A lot of just, awesome things all around. Just a pretty big, busy time in general. Especially over at Bolingbrook. On Saturday they had a bunch of new inmates and some old other inmates come back to Bolingbrook to serve out the rest of their sentences. And of course that was following court that we had on Friday. So we got to see some faces who just got sentenced. And some people who luckily didn't go to jail. And somehow I heard that Herbert was not one of them. John Herbert, he got let off by Judge Bucant again. I mean, I don't know what the judge has some good graces, because, I don't know if I'd let Herbert back out again, and have a license and all that.
From what I understand,
Herbert
he
is
was in an
definitely lucky.
accident, he was in an accident, I don't know, a week ago, 2
Oh,
weeks
Lord.
ago, but it was somebody else who hit him.
Oh, wow.
So, hopefully he's learning his lesson and trying not to get in accidents, I suppose.
That is a change of pace for sure. I know, the last, previous, 10 accidents has been his fault, so, Dick, quit showing your butt to the camera.
He likes to show him.
We know that you got new pants. You don't have to show everybody your junk in your trunk, though.
I got from Binko down there, I got it from Binko.
Okay, alright. I heard they had a sale going on. Did you get it from the sale?
I got them off the sale, the 50% off sale.
Oh, good. We love the sales out in the city and all the things. But yeah, we talked a little bit about the prison. Anybody else have anything to chime in on this week?
I do know this, like you was talking about, they was having court. They didn't release much information, but there were two females there that has some pretty rewind some pretty serious charges on them, and they deferred the hearings pending possible testimony against another subject they have in custody. It's a very interesting thing what's going
Oh.
on with that. Apparently, this other suspect or subject in custody may be a more serious thing
Oh
that's
boy.
going to come up soon.
Okay. We
Not real sure. Not real sure.
I had heard about those two women too, that they're both now in protective custody, from what I understand. One of them, which I guess didn't alert officers upon her arrest that she was, fearful for her life and everything, but they brought her into protective custody. And I mean, I hope that they're both okay. That's definitely a very serious thing.
Absolutely. I mean, and not to say that, men can't, fear for their life and get in trouble and stuff like that. Because, equal, everybody has the right to their own feelings. But especially, being a female myself, I can definitely, agree and relate to, being fearful for your life, especially when, not to call out all the, the males, but, certain people have certain sensitivities, and,
Yes.
glad that they're okay, and, it really depends on the situation, but happy that they're, doing okay.
Definitely, and hopefully they can give some information to keep this alleged criminal, if he's truly guilty of his crimes, behind bars for a very, very long time.
I agree.
Indeed. Um, and I also heard that, not at court, or maybe it was at court. I don't know what I'm talking about. Hang on. I'm just trying to, I wrote a note, but I can't read my own writing. That's helpful. But I know that, that following evening, some of the, those, or women who were on trial, the following evening were seen, by our, I think we had Danny Wanny out there doing some news footage inside of the prison maybe, and he did see a few, women in there. I know one was possibly one of the women involved in that case. I'm not exactly sure all of the details. And then I know another one was a possible, the state took a woman by the name of Ellie Weaver, who used to work at the hospital in Sandy. She was taken into custody on firearm charges, a stolen vehicle, and possible involvement in a missing persons. I know the state is still looking for a woman by the name of Vic Porter. They have collected a few clues to her whereabouts. However, nothing, they haven't come up with anything yet. They do have reason to believe that, they now have reason to believe that Vic was, taken and isn't just, missing on her own. They do believe that she's possibly, has been taken by someone, and they're working on, coming to a conclusion and a close to hopefully bring her back. And from what I did hear from the lieutenants in the state, is that she has a pretty decent rap sheet. I think we've kind of heard her name quite a few times here, just based on other cases. But from what I hear from the state, she was trying to get clean. So they said they're hopeful that she isn't involved in it and just got in the wrong corner, if you will, and hopefully they can bring her back to safety. I think this has happened, multiple times over in the past few years, though. I feel like it's happening a lot more lately than it has in the past. So just a reminder to, kind of look out for yourselves and look out for those around you, because, it's a lot of cases are coming up with a lot of unknowns, and the police force is doing an awesome job in trying to get to those, trying to get to the, conclusion of everything, and doing all they can, looking at all the, the facts and all the evidence, but I mean, it's definitely happening a lot more high profile crime lately.
That's definitely correct there. I know Tuesday when Commissioner Grantley was interviewing Commissioner Grantley was interviewing a serial killer suspect. They believe he actually gave some locations for the possible areas he has. We'll try to be politically correct. Disposed of remains.
Oh Lord.
During this time frame, they went out to certain areas within downtown, into some of these parks, and there were several different persons, individual remains. It was a mixture of about 6 or 7 different persons that had been missing.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, unfortunately, it wasn't full remains, so it wasn't easily identified. They had to be taken to the coroner's office, and DNA had to be pulled to verify their identities.
Wow,
that definitely sounds like a mess.
It's definitely a mess. I mean, those poor people, hopefully they can identify all of the, all of the remains, and hopefully, I mean, the fact that there's any remains is sad. But I'm hopeful that it's not as many people as they think. I know that's kind of really sad to say, but I'm hopeful that it's the bones of a few and not the bones of like 10. That's right. Such a sad thing to think about and have to say. But definitely hopeful for that.
That's right, especially on these Hot Mess Mondays like this,
Yep, Hot Mess Mondays. We're Hot Mess Sunday, Hot Mess Weazel, we're
It doesn't matter what day of the week it is, as long as it ends in a Y.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on.
We don't discriminate in those days.
No, we don't discriminate here.
Yep. Let's see, I'm trying to think. We've had quite a few, we've had some bank robberies lately, a lot of good traffic stops, lately, I'm trying to think of what else we've had and dealt with this week and weeks prior. I know we didn't get to see everybody last week because I was out of town. So we're trying to travel back to the week prior and see what we missed.
I'm lucky to remember Saturday night. Here you are trying to go back.
I'm lucky to remember what I did 10 minutes ago.
Fruit roll-ups
and juice boxes. I know
yes. Yeah, I did stop at the Polito grocery store. They had some. I'm in my 30s here, and I still love a good juice box.
Breaking news: Sky just gave us a roundabout guessing her age.
Sky's age, yes. I don't even know Sky's age. I gotta open up my phone to see how old I am.
You know your own birthday?
No, I know it's March something. It's March something, I don't know.
I mean, at least she remembers the month.
How many times do you wish yourself happy birthday?
Well, see, other people wish it for me, and I'm like, oh my god, it's my birthday! It's like the element of surprise. Other people,
But what if they bring you a cake like every month and they say it's your birthday?
Well, then I catch on a little bit. But you know what? You're right. Free cake. Yep. Free cake and free juice boxes. No, but hey, if they go on sale, you could be. I don't care what age you are. A juice box is good.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue with that.
Absolutely. Well, we haven't heard that in a while. Oh Lord.
I do remember the previous Saturday we were up in Mirror Park area, East Los Santos. I was
Yes.
actually covering a lot of stories that night that
That's
were
right.
happening.
Yes.
We had all kinds of different things. We had some shootings. There was a couple gentlemen actually wandering around the park with a guitar, and they were trying to do a private concert for Weazel News, which I did submit that footage, by the way.
Wow.
Put the card
Yeah.
on Ricky's desk because I figured, maybe he'll want to book him, maybe he won't. I don't know,
Yeah.
but we had a report of Billy and another individual. I mean, everybody knows who Billy is.
Yeah.
They were searching for shark eggs in the Mirror Park Lake.
Shark eggs.
Shark eggs.
Oh Lord.
Well,
don't-
did they find any?
As far as I know, they didn't.
Wow.
But I know there was a sheriff there who was asking them a bunch of questions, and I was at another call at the time, but I overheard on the radio that they were looking for shark eggs. So
Oh goodness. Wow.
I can't imagine what they wanted to use those shark eggs for. I mean,
Yeah.
I can only imagine Billy trying to start like a shark
You
petting
kn-
zoo or something like that.
Well, he has tried to start a petting zoo for Suitcase the monkey. I know that he's trying to do that. So
Sharks don't lay eggs. Wait a minute, I just realized that sharks don't lay
no,
eggs.
they don't lay eggs. Nope.
I guess
Huh.
Billy doesn't know that.
I don't know.
That might be why he didn't find any.
You know what? He should go to Southern Carolina, because I know I was out there for last week, and I saw a lot of gators. A lot of alligators. And I also actually did see a small baby hammerhead shark that somebody caught. It was super small, and I didn't get a photo, unfortunately, but I did have I guess, I don't know if I'd call it seeing a shark a privilege, or maybe, I don't really know, but it was, it was quite cool to see a little one. I don't want to see a big one, but a little tiny one, it's pretty cool.
I bet it was kind of exciting seeing that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Well, you're relaxing, on the beach after, work and whatnot, and then you see a whole bunch of people flock to one area of the beach, and then a kid went, "Shark!" But, like, he yelled shark, and then he went, "Small," and then he went, "Small shark!" Just so everyone didn't freak out. It was kind of funny. But yeah, pretty cool out there. And maybe I can upload, some other photos that I got, later in the week. But let's see, have we been listening to any music lately, guys?
I've actually been listening to, let's see, what's it, that country station we have here in Los Santos. It plays the older country. I was listening to it earlier on the way into the office tonight.
Oh yeah, I was doing the same actually.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I'm getting more into country, especially as the summer rolls around. It's a nice, just drink, relax. Good kind of genre to be hooked on.
That's right. Yes, it is. It's a great time to sit on the beach with your feet in the sand and the water just washing over you and just listen to that kind of music.
Your toes in the water and ass in the sand.
Yes, your toes in the water, ass in the sand.
Yeah, and
I
I've
mean,
also
you already showed it on camera, so I mean, I don't know
exactly.
if we
Glad I
need to
wasn't
see a
wearing
shot
my
in the
thong.
sand.
I got my thong with me though. Let me break out the thong.
Lord.
Thong or
Thursdays.
Thong
Speedo?
Thursdays. Oh
Thong
Lord.
Thursdays,
Well, I'm glad it's Monday.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Which means that Dick's gonna be the only one coming in on Thursday. Alright, sounds good. Oh Lord. I've also been, for country, I've also been listening to, Luke Haircomb a lot lately. And I know, yeah, Luke Haircomb.
Okay.
Yeah. No, he's been around for a while and a pretty big artist, but as I feel like I've recently been listening to more and more and getting into, because I feel like a lot of times you only get like the popular stuff from certain artists, and then you really deep dive into their albums, and you're like, wow, I haven't heard this one, and you end up liking it more than the popular songs. So that's kind of like the era that I'm at with right now, is that I'm kind of diving into more, of course, liking or wanting to, look at all the artists, but finding kind of the less popular songs on that specific artist, kind of album or music plethora, and I've been really enjoying that, so.
Yeah, you know what really is bad about that
Yeah.
is if you try to call in to request to play on a radio station, they won't play it because it's not very popular. So you have to just
Exactly.
listen to it on your cassette tape.
Cassette tape, wow.
But I think that's my age.
So are you saying, yeah, I listen to it on my iFruit, and it works really well.
Well, I still have my 78 Beetle there. I got an 8-track in it too, so I can listen to 8 tracks also.
Oh, nice. Very nice,
Oh, yeah.
very nice. Let's see, I'm trying to think, I don't know if we don't really have any new businesses right now, but is there anything we want to highlight for businesses wise, guys?
I believe.
I wasn't calling you guys wise guys, by the way.
Okay. I believe there's a big bike show and car show coming in 2 weeks down by the go-kart track. It's going to be hosted by one of the local motorcycle clubs, and I believe they're going to host a big car show, bike show, kind of get together and hang out and show off their goodies.
Showing off their goodies, oh
Showing
Lord.
off their goodies, yeah.
Well, hopefully they keep their pants on, unlike, or I don't know.
Well, it's not going to be Thursday, so we'll be safe.
Okay, not gonna be Thursday.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
going to be on a Friday. That might be pantsless Friday that day.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
So maybe come up with something for Friday. I'll come up with something for Friday there, Tiffany. I'll come up
I
with
mean,
some
that's
sort of
up to you. That's totally up to you.
free ball on Friday.
Speaking of pants, did you all see the we're out at the prison? Did anybody I know that the prison cams were on, but there was a CEO who had short shorts on. I didn't catch his name, but that must be a new dress code they got, and
He was a Sergeant
were-
Dingle.
oh Lord.
Dingleberry
They were
or
just calling him
Dingleberry?
Legs from what I heard.
Oh, okay.
Sergeant Legs, yeah.
Sergeant Legs, yeah.
Oh,
I think
okay.
he was a recent transfer from Reno.
Oh,
That
okay,
makes
okay.
sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. That does make sense. Yeah, but I heard he was getting all the ladies or scaring all the ladies away, one or the other, out in the prison. So, I mean, they're gonna. I mean, you do you, show off your legs, and yeah. I heard some of the gentlemen would kind of get with him too.
That's what I heard too from the sound of it. I think one of the females was trying to kind of go after him too.
Oh
so,
Lord.
I mean,
Lord.
I don't think it's very interesting in the females, though. I think it's more interesting in the males.
I've heard truth to that, to be honest.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Let's see, I know the weather, it's gonna be a little bit rainy coming up this week, but it should clear up into the weekend. We'll have a nice weekend going into, we'll have a nice weekend going into the weekend.
Mondayisms.
We'll have a nice week going into the weekend. There we go. Lord have mercy. But that'll be a good time. And like we said, we have the car show coming up in a few weeks, car bike show. And I know a few other things that have to be planned that we look forward to. Let's see. Like we said, we got a few new members that are continuously popping up into the community. And as always, our law enforcement, fire, and all of the other units, tow, they're all doing a fantastic job, as well as the saves. And I'm honestly, a lot of good storylines are happening throughout the city, and I'm excited to see where a lot of them lead. I know, like we said, with the suspects and the bones, and finding that. I know the coroner has been very busy lately. And speaking of the coroner, I know she had emailed me kind of I guess a newsletter, if you will, about what happened about a week or two ago. There was somebody who passed away by the gas pumps in a fire. I believe that they said that it was possibly by cigarette, but they're not sure. So we, again, fire safety, especially with the summer rolling around. Be safe around bonfires at gas pumps, so no explosions happening and stuff like that.
Definitely, because smoking and gas pumps
Mm-hmm.
do not mix.
No, they do not. They do not at all. They do not at all. But yeah, so definitely look out for that. And especially with fireworks, be safe around fireworks so you don't lose a finger or an arm or a toe. That would be bad.
Yeah, because if you already got 9 toes, you definitely can't afford to lose another toe.
You've already shot off your toe. You don't want to blow the others out, no?
I mean, toes aren't worth so much money after a while. It's not worth it anymore.
Yeah, especially if you got toe rings. You don't want to lose those. You get blood on
Your
those.
toe rings.
No.
Not the toe ring.
Not the toe ring.
Not the
toe
toe
rings
rings.
in the sand by the beach for the summertime. You gotta have
Yeah.
the toe rings on.
Especially
Exactly.
the sparkly ones.
Well, now we know what.
If
What
the sparkly ones.
I don't know. Well, now we know what type of toe rings that Tiffany likes.
Oh heck
The
yeah, I'm all about
sparkly toe
sparkles.
rings.
Tiffany toe rings.
Oh, got your middle nickname there, Tiffany.
I mean, my nickname was Sparkles in high school. I don't see
Tiffany.
what the problem is.
Tiffany.
TT. 3 T's.
Tiffany toe rings. Oh Lord.
Laugh all you want, but they're cool still. Even if I'm an adult, they're still cool.
Well, yeah. Well, and then we got Dick a Donka Dastardly.
With his bongos.
Oh Lord, now I just killing time. Toe ring Tiffany. Yeah, but let's see. Do we want to add anything else before this gets weirder?
I think that's all I have besides of whose body cams we'll be watching tomorrow.
Whose body cams will we be watching tomorrow? Just asking.
We are watching Rocket City Gamers, aka Onyx, and Ember Rose. Miss Ember will be having their body cams rolling tomorrow.
We look forward to seeing all that action, and a little birdie, and AOP hasn't been announced yet, but a little birdie told me that we might be hitting up the Pluto area, so we might have a lot of good stuff to tune in tomorrow night, and we look forward to that.
Definitely, I like Toledo. Toledo's a beautiful area.
Absolutely. Well, we like that because you get the wilderness, you get the shops, you get the highway, you get the beach. You can get everything.
Oh, don't forget about the Toledo airport. We have an airport in Toledo too.
Yes, we do.
I keep forgetting about that.
I do as well, and I forget about that all the time. Literally all the time.
Toledo's moving up in the world, so.
Yeah. Absolutely. Look at all the absolutely's coming out.
Getting a lot of those absolutely's in there tonight.
Yes, indeed. But
That
I
is
think,
all I have.
yeah, I think that's gonna do it for us. My name is Sky Davis. My name is not Ember Rose. My name is Sky Davis. This is Tiffany Tulips. Right next to me over here is Dick Dastardly. We appreciate you guys watching and tuning in with us tonight. There may be a date change in the future. We have to talk a little bit more about that. But you guys are seeing us on a Monday now, so you might have another Monday in the future. We'll see what the future holds, so stay tuned with that. But we appreciate you all watching. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and subscribe to these two next to me, Megan D Gaming and Jamie H. They're awesome, and definitely go check out their content, even though I didn't know you guys already have, but just do it if you haven't. They're awesome. And we appreciate you being here. Smash all the buttons. And we will see you on the next broadcast. Good night, everybody.
Sleep tight.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Chill. Yeah. M16.
This is unbelievable.
Brr. Weazel. You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on they P's and they Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. You don't really wanna miss Weazel news. We keep the city on they P's and Q's, cause they know we pull up with them cameras and shoot. We tell the truth so you don't get confused. Hey. Shout out to my boss, Baron. You know that man make it happen. He got our foot up in the damn door, and now the whole team taking action. We got pictures on whether you can chat with cheddar. Hit me for your music needs, who gon' do it better? And you can catch Travis on a rash report, or catch me going live with the facts from the source. Ari is a newswoman, plus you with the force. Man, the whole Weazel staff, we on top, check the score. Editors, producers all going hard. Don't make us pull up with them cameras in your front yard. Weazel.